Welcome to the PvP Show. It's a hobby podcast. It's a self-development podcast. He reviews movies. It's a life podcast. Look, it's everything but the kitchen sink. Here's PvP.
Kamal Ravikant's Love Yourself, like your life depends on it, has me journaling I love myself on a daily basis, except I swap out the myself with Paul. I've found this practice to be empowering. A quick short read, which one can get through in an afternoon, if that. I will link to interviews done with the author, his Wikipedia page, and website for more of his backstory and why he wrote this book. Here are some of my biggest takeaways. The first one, if you've ever been a baby, you've experienced love. The mind knows it on a fundamental, even primal level. So unlike most words, love has the ability to slip past the conscious and the subconscious, where magic happens. That's on page 11. The next one, what if you don't believe that you love yourself? Doesn't matter. Your role is to lay down the pathways, brick upon brick, reinforce the connections between the neurons. The mind already has a strong wiring for love. The body knows it as well. It knows that love nurtures, that love is gentle, and that love is accepting. It knows that love heals. That's on page 11 as well. The next one. And that is why a focused mental loop is a solution. Take this one thought. I love myself. Add emotional intensity if you can. It deepens the groove faster than anything. Feel the thought, run it again and again. Feel it, run it. Whether you believe it or not, doesn't matter. Just focus on this one thought. Make it your truth. That's on page 18. The next one. That is where the questions came from. In dealing with others and reacting to their negative emotions with my own. I find myself asking this question. If I love myself truly and deeply, would I let myself experience this? The answer always was a no. That's on page 25. The next one. And here's the interesting part. When we love ourselves, we naturally shine. We are naturally beautiful. And that draws others to us. Before we know it, they're loving us, and it's up to us to choose who to share our love with. Beautiful irony. Fall in love with yourself. Let your love express itself, and the one world will be the path to your door to fall in love with you. That's on page 28. The next one. If a painful memory arises, don't fight it or try to push it away. You're in quicksand. Struggle reinforces the pain. Instead, go to love. Love for yourself. Feel it. If you have to fake it, fine. It'll become real eventually. Feel the love for yourself as the memory ebbs and flows. That will take the power away. And even more importantly, it will shift the wiring of the memory. Do it again and again. Love, rewire. Love, rewire. It's your mind. You can do whatever you want. That quote is on page 32. And finally, as I started to love myself, things inside me shifted. Fear strengthens the ego. Love softens it. I became more open, vulnerable. It was natural to be gentle with others, even when they weren't loving towards me. And the times it wasn't easy, I had the resources, the loop, the meditation, the question to return to self-love. That's on page 51. By purchasing this book, through the links I've provided in the show notes or on the YouTube video description, it will support the author and myself. I'm beginning to reread books I've included in this takeaway series, and this book I can already see myself quoting to friends, referring back to it when I'm having a down period, and just pulling it out and skimming through it again. Thank you, Mr. Ravikant.
Thanks for listening. Your support is appreciated. Please remember to subscribe, rate, and review. Visit pvpfromnj.com for more. And remember, living is giving.